Hello YouTube, welcome. Today I'll be showing you my TimeLord loop that I've made myself using that awesome new secret rare TimeLord card out of Photon Shockwave. My deck will not be fixed, so this may be a little rough to comprehend, but I'll try and do it as best as I can. So I'll go from my Mirror Force, my Mobius, my Limit Reverse, my Call of the Haunted, my Solemn Judgment, and my Trajodia. Okay, that was an absolutely awful hand. I'll just restart because that won't go over very well at all. So I'm going to reshuffle. Okay. Try this again. I draw. I got Foolish Burial, Swords of Revealing Light, Pot of Avarice, Breaker, Solemn Warning, and Swords of Revealing Light. Okay, this is a lot better. So I play the Foolish Burial, and I discard my Matillion the TimeLord. Matillion the TimeLord. Whatever you want to call it. That dude. Ugh. Cool. Ah, that face is just so awesome. So he goes to the graveyard like a pro. Alright. Now that's exactly where I want it, is in the graveyard. For this reference, I won't be having any spell and trap destruction in this side of the field because I'm too lazy to try and figure that all out. So I summon the breaker, set the face down, and end my turn. Okay, so I draw for my turn. Now I drew the key card to my deck. See this Ectoplasmer? Yeah, that's my key card. So I'm going to play Ectoplasmer because I'm not going to play it yet. I still need a resurrection card. So I'm going to end my turn. His turn comes around, he ends his turn. Okay, Swords goes down one. I set Sangan. I'm in the running here for an awesome deck. His turn comes around again, he ends his turn, he blows that up. So here I draw a resurrection card. I can play with that. I play Ectoplasmer, I flip my Sangan, and I end my turn. Now, I'm also going to play another Swords of Revealing Light. This way, things play out perfectly. So I end my turn sacrificing Sangan. Now, this is where things get really awesome, because I can search my deck for a Level Eater. Level Eater. Level Eater. Okay. Nom 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 nom. Okay. So I search my deck for Level Eater. Level Eater is going to be a huge part in this loop, because it's what lets me do the damage. Alright. So I get Level Eater, I add him to my hand. He ends his turn, forcing him to tribute a monster or whatnot. I draw. Now, for the sake of this, I'm just going to summon Level Eater to attack mode, and then end my turn tributing Breaker. Okay, his turn ends and he sends that. I draw Torrential Tribute, absolutely pointless. And here's where the loop starts. Okay. I play my Call of the Haunted to Reborn. Now, I'm going to play Monster Reborn here, because I'm still waiting for another card. I play Monster Reborn to reborn my TimeLord, which works in my favor, definitely. Because TimeLord can't be destroyed by anything. That includes Torrential Tribute. So, assuming he did do something stupid, you know? Okay. So then I hit him with my TimeLord. Level Eater goes back to my hand. He takes 400 damage plus whatever he had for monsters. And then I end my turn. Ectoplasma forces me to tribute a monster. And since it doesn't try to destroy him, it just tributes him. Matillion actually goes to the graveyard, allowing me to reuse my resurrection cards over and over again. So his turn ends, I draw a card. It's Raikou. Raikou doesn't really bother me either. So I'm going to set Raikou in defense mode. And, no, I'm going to summon my Level Eater. Because I want to attack him for that 600 damage. So I get that 600 damage, and I end my turn. I can't tribute because, you know, Ectoplasma says tribute, and Level Eater cannot be tributed except for tribute summon. So Level Eater stays strong on my side of the board. It's a really handy trick when you're using a card like Ectoplasma. So we draw my next card. It's another Ectoplasma. That doesn't help me. I'm running 3 Mobius, so I don't know why I haven't drawn one yet. Doesn't really matter. I'll just set Raikou and switch Level Eater to defense mode. His turn comes around. Let's say he sets another card to avoid Ectoplasma. I draw Call of the Haunted. With this many cards, I blow up something he has and mill Dark Arm Dragon, Level Eater, and Limit Reverse. Now that was an awesome mill. So I go and play Call of the Haunted, which reborns my TimeLord to the field, to the grave. And then I can use my ability of Level Eater to summon Level Eater back to the field, switch Level Eater to attack mode, and just go for an all-out attack. But instead of going for an all-out attack, I'm actually just going to attack with TimeLord and send these back to my hand. Now, as you see, that sent Raikou back to my hand, which definitely adds for a plus. Because not only does he take the 1200 burn damage, but he also lets me reuse Raiza's ability later, which could use to blow up my Call to the Haunted, which is going to remain useless, or any other card that I really want to. So I end my turn sacrificing him with Ectoplasmer, and also setting down another Call to the Haunted, and perhaps even Torrential Tribute. So, with this in mind, he attacks me or whatever, I don't care, and then he tributes, even if he set a monster, it doesn't matter. So I draw a card, it's a Morphing Jar, that doesn't really matter. Alright, and I'm going to summon Level Eater here, and I'm going to play my Torrential Tribute to blow up all the monsters on the field. So, Level Eater's back in the graveyard, and I am looking good. You see how this loop's going to work? Now, the moment I get my Mobius, the things really start to flow. So I draw. It's Call of the Haunted. Burning 3 Call of the Haunted really makes this deck run. Okay. So, on the sense that I can't do it, I'll just reborn with my, I'll reborn my Matillion the TimeLord, and then special summon my Level Eater back from my grave, and then normal summon my other Level Eater, which allows me to do level-y stuff. And then punch a Matillion, bounce these back to my hand, do some damage, and then, you know, and return with this. I have 7 cards in my hand, so I'm just going to discard the Level Eater. That makes things a lot faster, Okay. So now I have 2 useless Call of the Haunteds and a Solemn Warning face down. I'm just going to use the Solemn Warning on whatever. And I draw into Limit Reverse. I still haven't drawn Mobius, so you know what? I'm going to set that. I'm going to set Call to the Haunted, and I'm going to set Limit Reverse. You know what that does? That does a lot, because now I can start blowing stuff up. So, assuming nothing happens, I'm going to draw my card. Another Ectoplasmer, whatever. I flip Morphing Jar and drop my hand, draw 5 more. Okay, now I draw Mobius, I draw Breaker, I draw Trage, I draw Neospatian Grand Mole, and Limit Reverse. Obviously, a much better hand. Now check this out. I play Limit Reverse to reborn my Matillion the TimeLord. This is the loop in its finest. Matillion the TimeLord, and then I reborn my 2 Level Eaters. Wow. So I reborn my 2 Level Eaters. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Or even I can just reborn 1 Level Eater. It doesn't really matter. I'll reborn 1 Level Eater. And then I'll tribute the Level Eater for Mobius, which allows me to blow up my back row cards. So I can blow up either one of my Call of the Haunteds, or and then one of his cards, or just blow up my Call of the Haunteds in general. Even if I blow up the thing that reborned the TimeLord, it doesn't matter, because the TimeLord can't be destroyed by card effects, so that would include the destruction effects from those. This makes my life a lot easier, because then I can just reborn Level Eater again, like so, and hit with my TimeLord, or hit with my Mobius, or hit with my, and then hit with these. It depends on the field situation. That's how things would work. Either way, the end result is going to be these guys going back to my hand, and him taking 1200 damage. Also getting me to reuse my Mobius, reuse my Level Eaters, and allowing me to do more stuff with more Resurrection cards. I still have Call of the Haunted. I just drew the Limit Reverse, and my next turn is going to be Torrential Tribute. So, and then I have Trageodia. So while this is in the graveyard and he does attack me, my hand size is about 6. So Trageodia hits the field, and that would just wreck everything because of its massive attack. Once this deck starts to loop, it really becomes powerful. The only trick is you have to get the Level Eater, you have to get the Mobius, and Matillion has to be in the graveyard. That's the 3 requirements. You also need Ectoplasmer, so that's just there. I have 3 Ectoplasmers and 3 Mobiuses in the deck. I play 2 Level Eaters because they're Level Eaters. But I only own 1 Matillion. Now, if I owned more of these, I'd probably run it in 3s, but I only own 1, so that's how it works. I also play the 2 Trageodias, and the Gores can probably go out of my deck, because Gores doesn't make any sense with all these back row. I run like 17 traps, I think, so yeah, that doesn't help. Of course, we also got my bottomless trap holes, you know, they got the solemn warnings and judgments and stuff. But that's how the loop works. So, this has been Digipal 3 with the TimeLord loop. See you next time.